Hello paper crafters, today I'd like to introduce you to a very talented and unique crafter, Jennifer Svare. Jennifer has recently started her channel and she became one of my favorite artists right away. Today we have decided to make a project following one theme, and that is going to be an underwater shaker card. Also, we both are having giveaways, and I'll tell you more about a giveaway at the end of the video. So here is the card that I have created, and what makes it special is it is actually a double layer shaker card. It has two shaker windows, one on top of another. So stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how it is done. I have pre-cut and pre-folded an A2 card base made out of cream cardstock, and I will also need two panels. One is cream and one is white. They are of the same size, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. So now I'm going to work on a white one and I'm going to turn it into a frame. This die is called Whipping Willow branch. It's by Poppy Stamps, and I'm positioning it at the bottom of my panel. I'm actually placing it upside down because this time it's going to represent seaweed instead of willow branches. I have sent it through the die cut machine, and now I'm going to take off the die cut and I'll set it aside for now. Now I'm going to use the fourth largest rectangle from Rectangle Basics die set by Memory Box. This one will give me 3/8 of an inch border. I'm centering it on my panel, making sure it goes behind that ocean bottom. It shouldn't cut through it. So this is the result that we should get at this point. Now I'm going to apply some double-sided tape at the wrong side of the frame to be able to stick the acetate. If some of the tape is sticking out, I'm just curling it up with my fingers onto the project. As always, if you are interested in the tools and products that I'm using, they are listed on my blog and in the description with links to online stores. Now when the acetate is attached, I'm going to take my glossy accent and apply some teeny tiny dots at the wrong side of the willow branch. Then I'm carefully picking it up and I'm placing it right on top of the acetate. I'm kind of inlaying it, placing it exactly where it belongs. I'm going to hold it down with a large acrylic block until it's well stuck. Now I'm applying more adhesive at the wrong side to be able to stick down the pieces of craft foam, because I need to turn this frame into a shaker frame. Then with a craft knife I'm going to trim off all the foam that hangs off the edge of the frame. I like using this method because this way the foam is aligned perfectly with the edge of the frame and it looks very neat from the side. Another thing that I'd like to do is to attach two more layers of this seaweed on top of the existing one. So I'm applying the glue and then I'm carefully placing another die cut on top, and this will give me extra dimension. Those additional layers really make a big difference, especially on white cards. Now we can set this frame aside and start working on a cream panel. This die is Elegant Koi by Poppy Stamps. I'm centering it on my panel, and then I'm placing the frame on top to be able to see where exactly this fish is going to be positioned. And once I'm happy with the placement, I'm going to secure the die and run it through the die cutting machine. Next, I'm placing this panel on top of a piece of craft foam and I'm tracing the window outline. Then I'm going to cut this window with the scissors. And this is how I'm creating another shaker window. This time it's fish-shaped. Then I'm making sure the foam is not showing through the window. And then I have applied some adhesive and I have stuck down a piece of acetate. I'm going to use glossy accents again to inlay the fish. I'm sticking it right on top of the acetate, just as I did with the willow branches. I'm also going to attach the fish eye. As I would like to give more dimension to this fish outline, I'm applying some glue and I'm attaching another die cut on top of it. And then I'm going to attach the eye too. Now I'm sticking down the last layer, and that one is cut out of gold mirror cardstock. I like using intricate dies with this foiled cardstock because they look just like jewelry. Then I'm going to adhere my foam at the wrong side of this panel and trim off the excess foam, just as I did before. To fill in the shaker window, I'm using the sequin mix called Buttercup. It's by Cat Scrappiness. And what I like about it is those sequins are going to look exactly like fish scales. Now I'm covering up the shaker window with my card base, making sure the edges are well aligned. I'm pressing it down to stick, and this is how the fish looks like. Then I'm going to attach some sequins on top of the panel. They are from the same mix that I used for the fish. After all the sequins were attached, I still had that feeling that something was missing to this card, and that is why I have decided to create more texture on the panel. So I'm using the bobbin rings die. It's also by Poppy Stamps. I've die cut it several times out of the same cardstock that my panel is made of. And now I'm clipping them apart and just sticking some portions of those die cuts on top of the panel. That is going to create some lovely subtle texture. To complete the card, I'm applying some adhesive to the frame that I've made, and then I'm going to fill in the large shaker window. This time I'm using the Gold Star Confetti mix. It's also by Cat Scrappiness, and those confetti are going to match the golden outline of the fish. Then I'm covering the whole thing up with the seaweed frame, aligning the edges with the edges of the card. And that finishes my project for today. And now to the giveaway. Well, I'm giving away a die that is called Scribble Flower Circle. It's by Poppy Stamps, plus some little extras. All you have to do is to comment on this video, and the prize will go to one random commenter. I will choose a winner next Monday and announce them on my blog. And now I suggest that you go to Jennifer's channel and check out her video and her giveaway. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again really soon.